She's my cameraman. I recruited her. Whoops. That ain't gonna work. Huh?
Commentary tomorrow.
Yeah, you should.
Get about 6 in me. Oh, here we go. We got James over here gonna fuck my life, man.
All right, we got 2 people watching live.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Couple hundred more.
Big
you
money.
Might make some money.
Is that right? Number 21? Sweet.
Brooks and Dunn back home.
I love this rink. It's warm.
Dude, this nice having heat in it.
Yeah.
Taking a butts off.
Yeah. Can't drink beer there, though.
Where?
Here?
Thinking about putting some in, but what am I?
Kim did. All right, welcome everybody who's out there watching on YouTube. We got 6 people watching live. I'm using my cell phone rather than my big rig, so that means James standing next to me can't do the color commentary. Tomorrow night will be a different story, though. You'll hear from James and me because we'll be able to use 2 microphones and have a scoreboard and all of that. So Kim Siegel is going to do the camera work. Huh?
I don't want you to say.
Oh, all right. We have a mystery person operating the camera today. And today is CJ Sarles' first game of the season. Welcome back, CJ. See what he can do. Phoenix has had his warm-ups. Went to practice moving it around. And you're going to need to be able to go, woo! What? Can't hear. All the way around, following the play. More like that. Yeah. Well, then the whole view will be lower and not as good for people watching. Okay, so if you're like me, you're getting to know the numbers of these players. So Jackson Siegel is number 18, Isaac Brownell, number 13, Kyler Moynister, number 23, Kellen Riedlinger is number 16, Caleb Hay wears number 2, Weston Nerby, number 15, Merrick Bellis, number 19, Colby Box has got 17 on, Sasky or Hunter Guinness, he's got 14 on, CJ is going to be number 21, CJ Sorrows, Clint Matthews is going to be number 7, Dylan Heiser is going to be number 5, Keegan O'Connell, number 4, Matt Chambers, number 8, Ty Morris, number 9, Cole Leary, number 11, Ian Swallow, number 20, Phoenix Dahlside, number 29, and Hayden Stokes, number 30. So I'm not sure yet if there's any scratches for tonight's game. We are playing Rallston, Rallston Vallet. Vallet is what it said on the schedule. I'm wondering if that's a typo and it's supposed to be Ralston Valley. I'm just going to call them Ralston. We got a big crowd here for the Collins team. You can look at all of our parents rooting us on. We got Stu and Mike up there. Matt Chambers' dad right there having a word with James Sorrows. Cole Leary's grandpa's right there with the hat on. His grandfather comes to almost every game. I think he lives in the Boulder area. So the buzzer just sounded, and the Collins players are gathering around their cage, gathering up all those pucks inside the net. If you're watching live and you know of some other parents who might want to watch this game who weren't able to make it, then please send them the link. So this is our first game back after the holiday break. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone out there. Happy Hanukkah as well. All those holidays. One of the cool things about this Apex rink is that the benches are not across the ice from us, but are right below us. So the penalty boxes are across the rink, but the bench is right below us. So sometimes when the music's not playing and Rhett, our coach, is really barking, you can hear what he's saying to the players, which is kind of interesting sometimes. So we'll see if Hayden or Phoenix gets the start. It looks like it's going to be Hayden. He gives a high five to Phoenix as he heads out into his net. Ty Morris is going to start on defense along with Keegan. And getting the start on forward is going to be Weston, Caleb, and CJ. CJ getting the start on his first game here. He must be pretty excited about that. So puck sent all the way down into the Collins zone, wrapped around by Keegan, held in, and that one got blocked down in front. Ralston sends it on net, but easily steered aside by Hayden Stoltz. Weston doing battle against the boards, and we fanned on that clear attempt. I think that was Keegan who fanned on it, so it's kept into the zone. And then that shot attempt went off of Caleb Hay, and there's a clear by Collins, and we're gonna get 3 new forwards onto the ice for Collins, and they've caught us on a change. And there's a great opportunity for Ralston, but that's a big save by Hayden Stoltz. So our 3 forwards went to the bench, but Ralston brought the puck in quickly and had a nice attempt there. And we've got Jackson out there now on forward along with Isaac and Tyler. Comes around to Ian Swallow, his first shift of the night. That clear attempt by Brownie doesn't get through. He Was about to throw an elbow into the Ralston player going by him and thought better of it. Pulled that elbow in. That could have been a penalty. Collins trying to generate some offense. No offensive time in the Ralston zone for us so far. Ralston has all the offense. Nice check off the puck by Kyler. And Ian Swaro brought down twice from behind. That could easily have been a call, tripping, but it didn't happen. I guess the refs are letting them play so far. So Collins finally gets it into the Ralston zone. In the corner. And not cleared out. There's Kellen. Keeps it in and it comes over to Cole. Cole goes D to nobody. He did not have a D partner over there, and Ralston brings it in. And that shot whistles by Hayden. Not a very hard shot. Looked like he saw it the whole time. So in the opening seconds of this game, it's been all Ralston getting several good opportunities. And there's a nice check from behind. Puck dribbles towards Hayden, and he just covers up for the whistle. So 12-17 left in the first period. No score yet in this game. I think this is the first time these two teams have met this season. In fact, I'm sure of it. They didn't meet in club play in the first couple months of the season, and they definitely haven't met in Chassa play. That puck high in the air. Cole bumps that Ralston player from behind right into the boards in front of the bench. Not very hard, though, and there's an icing on Collins. Cole throws his head back. He wasn't happy about what he did there. A little more finesse, and it wouldn't have been icing, and maybe that face-off could have been at center ice rather than deep in the Collins zone. So Heiser is out there with his line now. Colby and Sasky, Cole Leary and Keegan on defense. So a little bit of a ragged start here for Collins. Chalk it up to the holidays, I guess. And here's another opportunity for Ralston, but they can't get the shot off. Nice defense there by Sasky. And Colby Box goes down to the ice. Like I said, not an impressive start so far. Comes out to Ralston. They're going to get another opportunity, but that one didn't get through. Keegan O'Connell sends it over towards Colby. Colby checked up against the near boards by Ralston. Ralston keeps it in. They're going to have another opportunity here. And there's a shot on goal, saved by Hayden Stoltz. Keegan steers that player off the puck, and Heiser tried to clear the zone, but that was held in by Ralston. Again, Collins bogged down in their own zone, just getting beat to every puck. And here's Sasky. He tries to clear it and can't. Heiser bodies a man up, but forgot the puck. Another shot, easily saved by Hayden. So Hayden, in the first couple minutes of this game, called on several times. And he has stood tall in the goal so far. So Weston out there now with his line mate, CJ, gets his second shift of the season. This is first game back after becoming eligible. And here we go with some speed. Caleb Hayes going to have a good opportunity if he can hold on to the puck, but that's checked away from him. Now behind the net, Weston trying to gain control, can't. The Ralston player goes hard into the boards. Caleb Hayes got it right out in front. Caleb tries to shoot it, and that's blocked away immediately by Ralston, who come down in speed against Ty. And there's another shot on goal, but a lazy little backhand by Ralston goes right into the midsection of Hayden Stoltz, and he hangs on for the faceoff.
Did I go that way?
All right, so 10:06 in this first period, left in the first period, no score. Ralston sends it in, steered aside up into the netting by Hayden Stoltz. Caleb and CJ skate to the bench. Out comes Matt Chambers, Cole Leary, Kyler, Jackson, and Brownie. The 5 fresh skaters on the ice for Collins to take this draw in the far circle. Referee blows his whistle. It's going to be Kyler on the faceoff. Taken by Jackson. Jackson down the far side, sends it in, but that's going to be icing unless we can beat them to it, and we do. Nice hustle there by Brownie. It would have been icing if Rallston had gotten there first, but they didn't. Jackson tried to keep it in, but couldn't. Comes over to Matt Chambers. We'll see what Matt can do tonight. Before the holiday break, Matt Chambers was absolutely on fire, scoring goals, creating assists, and all kinds of scoring opportunities. He was just sort of a different player we saw out of Matt in those last couple games. So Matt stays out there along with Cole Leary on defense, same trio of forwards out there, and Cole just barely misses keeping it in. Comes to Brownie. Brownie moving down that near side, shoots it. Puck drops right at the feet of the goalie, and he covers up for the faceoff. So finally, a little bit of offense being generated now by Fort Collins. Kyler's going to take the faceoff again, wins it, comes back to Cole, tipped by Kyler, and Jackson in the corner. Comes out to the point. Matt Chambers sends it in deep. That's still in play. And it's brought out. Cole tried to keep it in, but couldn't. And Hayden's going to cover that puck up. It just goes dribbling towards him. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first period. Clint Matthews comes out along with his line mates. Keegan is out there. Ty Morris also on defense. And it comes to Ty. Ty around the back of the net. Sends it up to Clint Matthews. And now it's Merrick. Merrick moved to a different line here. He's typically with Sasky. And there's a nice shot on net by Clint Matthews, but right into the midsection of the Rallston goalie. And no rebound there. So Rhett Gordon, our coach, deciding to switch up the lines a little bit in this game. We've got Kellen and Merrick and Quint Matthews. Quint, shot on goal. Almost caught that goalie by surprise, and he covered up at the last minute. So another shot. So this trio is getting some offense. Merrick and Kellen and Quint Matthews getting a couple shots on goal here. That's nice to see. Comes back to Keegan, shoots it, and glove down. That was going over the top of the net anyways, but the Ralston goalie with that big glove just reached out and snagged that puck. But a nice slap shot right off the faceoff by Keegan O'Connell. We'd love to see him do that. And that one, initially won by Collins. Merrick with it. He's going to have an opportunity. Merrick shoots it, and it's blocked away at the last second. Never got through. Puck comes out to the point. Here's Ty. Ty puts it on net, and that almost goes in. Oh, Ty shot it right on net, and Merrick Ellis was right in front of the goal, screening the goalie. It hit him or hit the defender, I'm not sure who, and went trickling just wide of the goal. So just good offense being generated by this line. Finally, Collins getting some offensive pressure in this game after being stifled and just being outworked by Ralston in the first 5 minutes of the game. See what else this line can do. Well, actually, they're off now. Icer's out there. Puck comes over to Sasky. He's looking for it, caught in his skates. And Ralston's going to beat Collins to that puck. Another shot steered aside by Hayden. Puck in the corner. Not sure if you can see it. It's way in that corner. A trio of players doing battle, and out comes Heiser. Heiser with it. Heiser's got numbers if he hurries, but his line mates peeled off for a change, so no chance there. Colby sends it over to Matt Chambers. Matt sends it in. Clean entry. There's Sasky. Sasky tries to body up that player, but overskates it. And here comes Ralston. Our defense has got to get back. And Sasky comes back to forecheck. Nice. Ian Suaro knocks the player to the ice. No call there. Good one, because the same thing happened to him twice in his first shift, and there was no call. So it's good to know the referees are being consistent here. Ralston across the blue line cleanly. Nice check by Matt Chambers to get that Ralston player off the puck, and it comes out to Ian Suaro up on the near side. Ian's coming in with speed. He's got Weston, but couldn't get it over to him. And that puck goes all the way down. Is this going to be icing? Nope. The referee says no. Matt Chambers a little slow to hop on that puck, and Ralston beats him to it. And that centering pass comes right out to Colby. Colby box into the zone with speed. Colby gets around the defenseman, shoots it. Nice play by Colby box, and there was a big rebound, but Collins couldn't get to it. Wow, some serious speed there. Sorry, that was not Colby. That was Caleb Hay. Box and Hay from far away look the same on the back of the jersey. So I got to relearn these numbers. Caleb Hay's number 10. Colby Box is number, I can't remember. Kellen beats a player to it behind his own net. He's got Kyler. Goes out to Cole. Cole's going to have a look, but decides to pass it. And that went off of Jackson's stick. But Jackson would have had an opportunity. Jackson and Brownie into the zone on sides. Brownie wraps it around towards Jackson. Jackson back to Brownie, but it jumps over his stick. Back to Brownie. Keegan pinches. Keegan sends it down, but didn't get all of that. Keegan backhands it over to Brownie. Brownie loses it. Jackson, big hit. Sorry, that's Merrick. And here comes Jackson. Jackson shoots it. Oh, wow. Oh, and a big hit down to the ice. I'm not sure if that player meant to do that, but Cole Leary just dumped. It had to have been a big hit because Cole is no small person. And there's another save by Hayden Stoltz. Jackson's still out there. Jackson intercepts that pass, sends it over to Kellen. Kellen across the line into the zone, just waiting for his teammates, dumps it in. Wise play by Kellen Riedlinger. And Quint is going to be the first one to it. Quint's got Kellen in front, but he doesn't see him. Kellen now battling behind the boards. Puck comes right out in front. Nobody home for Collins. So Collins kicking things up here and getting a majority of the opportunities now. Big pass right through the crease, but it went right past a Ralston player, and they couldn't get their stick on it. There's Kellen. Kellen on the far side with Ian. Sasky on the ice. Sasky's going to dig for it. Kellen gets off on a change. Fresh skaters out there for Collins. Sasky. Here comes Collins, who's going to be the first one to it. On that far side, Ralston still with it. Ty scoops it up, sends it over towards Sasky. Sasky sends it into the skates of Heiser. It's not where you want to place it to allow your teammate to catch that puck. So that, I don't believe that was icing. That looks like a tip. All right, I'm not going to win that argument. But we shot it up the ice really hard, and it got tipped way before the blue line by one of our players, and it went into the zone, and they called icing. Okay. So face-off comes back towards Weston. Weston sends it up the far boards, but not out of the zone. Comes out to the point. Puck sent down into the corner. And Collins is going to get out of the zone. Here comes Caleb Hay. Caleb tries to pass it to himself. He's into the zone. That's going to be offside, so Weston has to bring it back. Weston sends it into Caleb's skates. Although he did a CJ, and it's kept in by Weston. Back to Matt Chambers, who's going to be the first one there. Not Collins. CJ tried to get it. Comes back to Matt Chambers. Matt dumps it up. Not enough icing. Jackson on his horse. Jackson just came flying off the bench, but couldn't get there before the Ralston player got there. Jackson back on size. Here comes Ty. He's got Jackson in the middle. He's attacked by two players and can't get it to him. Ty still with it. Shot. Big rebound. Comes out to Kyler, but he can't keep it in. Bounces out. Ty with it. Ty Morris brought down. No call. Comes up to Brownie. Brownie's got Jackson in the middle. Brownie shoots it. Came off a player and wide. Jackson gets it towards Keegan, but it went past him and out of the zone. Keegan backhands it up the boards, but Nobody but a Ralston player is there. That player gets past. They're going to have an opportunity here, but that's intercepted by Keegan. Up high in the air. Collins got to get it out there. Playing with fire. Here comes Jackson down the near boards. Jackson's got some speed. Tries to dangle around a player, but can't do it. They disrupt that play. Comes out of the zone. Keegan with it. Back to Ian Swaro. Ian up to Merrick. Jackson gets off. Clint Matthews also onto the ice along with Merrick. Around to Matt Chambers. Matt brings it over to Merrick. Shoots it wide. Ian with it. Ian dumps it in deep for Merrick. Merrick looking for who's there. Comes up to Quint. Quint backhands it over towards Kellen. Kellen to Merrick. Merrick tries to go drag around, and that shot by Kellen almost just over the net. But that was a great opportunity. This line really working hard for Collins, getting so many opportunities just like they did in their last trip. Puck comes all the way down to Matt Chambers. Matt leaves it for his teammate. Comes up to Colby. Colby backhands it up towards Heiser. Too far for Heiser. And Colby dumps it into his own zone, and back goes Matt Chambers for it. Matt around his net. Coming up the boards with speed. And like what I see from Matt Chambers, he gets hit in the head. And he goes towards his own bench, immediately brings himself off. I hope he's all right. He was kind of holding his chin as he skated towards the bench. Not sure what happened. He somehow got hit in the mask as he was playing that puck. Comes back to Cole Leary. Cole sends it up towards Sasky, but too far for him and kept in by Ralston. So some sloppy passing to start this game. We've only got 9 seconds left in the first period. No score. 5 seconds left. Big hit by Heiser. So no scoring in the first period. No penalties. Both teams with their opportunities. I'm not sure who I give that first period to. Both teams had some really great scoring opportunities. So we're going to stay right here for this intermission. See if we can get a tight shot of the boys getting instructions from their coach. So we'll see if we get a clean sheet of ice before the third period. We're not going to get one before the second period. They have not been cleaning the ice at all, either the club season or the Chassa season. Not sure why. I think it's a timing thing. Depends on when this ice needs to be used next and whether they have time to clean it. All right, so Collins in the second period. We're going to be moving from left to right. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, we have 11 viewers right now. You can comment. I learned that in the settings, if I do not make this created for children, just created for any audience, then chat is open and people can put in messages congratulating players for good plays or asking questions or whatever. Not sure I'll be able to respond. So our starting lineup is out there. Caleb and CJ and Weston. O'Leary and Keegan O'Connell back on defense. Cole digs it out after Ralston won the faceoff. Collins exits the zone. Here comes Caleb with speed. Caleb gets past the defender, but just out of his reach. So Caleb with a couple really nice fast rushes in this game so far, creating opportunities for Collins. Ralston loses control of that puck, sent up. Here comes Caleb again. Nice out by Cole Leary. Caleb sends it in front. Keegan's there. Keegan shoots it. Whistles wide. Cole with it again. Cole dumps it down. And Caleb's going to skate off. He kind of skating off gingerly. Brownie comes out to replace him. I hope he's all right. That's two players that I've recognized have been hobbled. Nice pass there by CJ, but he missed Brownie. Jackson called down, no call. So the referee's just not calling any penalties in this game so far. There's a send in that's tipped, so no icing. Jackson sends it all the way down. Ralston corrals it onto the near boards. Keegan disrupts that pass, gains the red line, and sends it in. But that puck went up into the Collins bench, I believe. The referee his head was on a swivel looking back and forth trying to find that puck, and it was behind him. Somehow got onto the Collins net. Brett down there smiling. So everyone looks to be okay. So a minute and 24 seconds already gone in the second period. Still no score. So we're doing 15-minute periods for this game. Ty Morris, outlet pass, comes up ice. Collins can't get through the zone. Tyler tried to stick handle pass to the defender but couldn't. And then here comes Jackson. Jackson with speed into the zone. Could have been offside, but wasn't. Back to Jackson. Jackson sends it right out in front and through the crease. The Ralston goalie tried to get a stick on that and just completely missed. Held in by Tyler. Tyler puts it on net. That's bouncing right in the slot. Jackson shoots and he scores! Jackson Siegel put that rebound in. The goalie made the initial save. It went up into the air, hit the ice, and Jackson took a big swipe at it, sent it in. Collins is up 1-0. Wow. Beautiful. I love it anytime Collins scores, but when it's my son, I really love it. I'm not sure who to give that assist to. I think it was Tyler. I think he got that initial shot from the point. So we'll see what that does to Collins and the sense of momentum here. Ty back for it. Not sure why that wasn't icing. Given away by Ty. Goes right out in front. Ralston's going to have an opportunity here, but knocked down by Ty. That shot never got through. Here comes Ty Morris along the far boards. He's got Quint Matthews. He shoots it. And it was a big rebound, but Quint Matthews couldn't get to it. So it seems like that goal by Jackson Siegel has created a little bit of momentum here for Collins. Nice outlet pass by Ty Morris up to Merrick Bellis. Merrick lost his teammates on a change, so he was just 1-on-4. Colby Box out there along with Sasky. Ian Swallow. Matt Chambers back on defense. Here comes Heiser to join his line mates. Backhanded up and out of the zone by Ralston. And then sent in. The referee is yelling off. So we got to tag up, no problem. Our defenders have it. Nice outlet pass comes to Heiser. Gets off his stick. Puck still in the zone, though. Held in by Matt Chambers. Here comes Matt. Shoots it. Oh, just whistles high. Matt Chambers with a beautiful opportunity going for that upper corner. And that one missed by about an inch. Puck on the near boards. Sent all the way down. This is going to be icing on Ralston. So you can just feel right after we scored that goal 90 seconds or 2 minutes ago, just the momentum changed when Collins has a little more pep in their step, a little more scoot in their skate. Merrick is going to take the face-off and wins it back to Matt. Matt stick handles, passes it up, comes to Caleb. Caleb still with it, but it gets checked off of his stick. Nice check from behind by CJ, not leaving that player. And there's an errant centering pass, but Ralston's going to be the first one to it. Down the far boards to cut in the front. Nice defense there by Cole Leary. Cole pushes that player up against the boards, and Collins dumps it in. Is this going to be enough for icing? The referee says no. He waves it off. Looked like number 16 for Ralston, or number 46 could have gotten there and kind of held up a little, hoping for the icing, but the referee said no. So puck behind the Ralston net. Big elbow. And Colby sends it back. Centering pass. Matt Chambers has got it, comes just out of the zone, and Matt's got to send it over to his D partner. Back to Cole, Cole back to Matt. Matt's got a lot of ice to look at. Elects to pass it, and that pass gets away from Kyler. Rallston gains the red line and sends it in, comes to Cole. Cole sends it up the boards towards Brownie. Brownie, Cole Leary. Cole retreats for it, sends it over towards Matt Chambers. Matt up with it. I'd love to see Matt skate it all the way down here. Come on, Matt. There he goes. He heard me. Matt all the way into the zone. Jackson just can't get to it. Comes over to Keegan. Keegan up to Brownie. Brownie's got Jackson. They've got numbers if they hurry. Brownie shoots it, and there's a rebound. Kyler there, but the referee gobbles it up. So 9:33 left in the second period, sorry. Collins up 1-0. Clint Matthews skates out along with Keegan. And that's Merrick Bellis. Comes to Kyler. Sorry, to Keegan. Oh, and a golden opportunity there for Quint. And he couldn't get his stick on it. He had a lot of open net to look at. And I think the Ralston player checked him off that puck just barely. Ralston trying to get out of their zone, but Collins not letting them. And finally they do. That player gets around Keegan, gets through, and almost scores. Wow, I thought that was going to be our first penalty of the game, but still the referees holding on to their whistles. That's fine with me. Ty with it. Ty sends it up, and a pass by Kellen went right to Ralston. And Ty back for it again. Ty sends it up to Heiser. Heiser, nice catch on that hard pass. Gains the red line, sends it in deep. Heiser changing, but his line mate's peeling off. And here comes Sasky. Sasky around the net, can't catch that Ralston player. Heiser pushed that player off the puck, but came to Ralston. They're up the far side. Ian Swaro can't reach it. Nice play. Matt Chambers got back in a hurry. Here's Matt Chambers again. Matt skating it up. Matt the near side. Gets into the zone, gets around a player. He's got the pass. If he wants it, he shoots it in just over the top. So Matt Chambers, 2 golden opportunities in this period, almost scoring on both of them. Colby Box behind the net. Colby sends it up to Matt Chambers. Matt's going to have a good look, sends it in. That one didn't get through, and nobody could get to the rebound. Ralston hops on that puck and all the way into the zone. Ralston holding Matt Chambers' stick. Still no call. Not sure if the referees want to call any penalties this game. That one gets through the Ralston defender. And she sends it up. I said she. I think that's a female player for Ralston. Love to see that. She's got a long ponytail down her back. I could be wrong. Might be a guy with a ponytail. Nice play there by Caleb Hay to dance around a player. Went up on one skate, and Caleb's still with it. But that knocked away by Ralston. And Keegan intercepts that pass. Keegan, big slap shot right on net and a big juicy rebound, but Caleb couldn't get to it before the Ralston player. Caleb doing battle behind the net. Ralston with the clear attempt, sent back down. Sent to Weston, and then behind the net. CJ knocked the player down behind the net with a big shoulder. Keegan, outlet pass, misses his teammates, comes to Ralston. And they are out of their zone. Nice poke check by Cole Leary. No icing here. That was tipped. Kyler on his horse, hurrying down into the zone. He's got Jackson with him. Comes back to Jackson. Jackson with a goal already tonight behind the net. Jackson reverses ice. Jackson's feeling good when I see him do that. Sends it right out in front, but nobody there. Backhanded back into the zone by Ian. He's around to Jackson. Jackson's feeling it, sends it right into the slot, backhanded without much mustard on it. Didn't get much on that play. The stick of one of the Ralston defenders just gets sent out of her hands. I think that's number 16. And she finally picks her stick up. So a nice shift there by Jackson's line. 5:20 left in the second period. Collins up 1-0. Seemed like it took about 12 minutes for Collins to kind of shake out the cobwebs and wake up and start feeling their legs again. Fucking right in the slot. But Clint Matthews couldn't get to it. Here comes Ralston. Love to see Collins get a little insurance goal here, because Ralston has been getting their opportunities for sure. And there's an opportunity, whistles wide. Oh, that puck came right to the Ralston player. And fortunately for Collins, it went wide. Just a miscue in the defensive zone, and the puck squirted right over to that player. Ralston came really close to tying this game up right there. Heiser giving chase, checking that player, but he gets past him. Collins entering the zone. Here comes Colby Box. He's got Heiser with him. Colby tries to stick drag around a player, and that one hit the side of the net. I thought it went in. Sasky with it. Sasky over to Heiser. Heiser goes to Colby, but it's poked away by Ralston. Ralston reverses ice. They come back behind their zone. Heiser there, can't get to it. Now Sasky. Puck comes up, hits the Ralston player's skate, and comes right out to Cole. And that bounces out of play. 3:59 left in the second period. Collins clinging to a 1-goal lead. We are at the Apex Center in Arvada, Colorado. Beautiful place to watch a game. They have a heater above us. They have a pretty nice Wi-Fi. I hope the signal out there looks good. Collins doing battle with Ralston. Big check on Colby into the boards. He gets up, shaking his head. Another big save by Ian. Sorry, by Hayden. Hayden lost his stick. Caleb gains the red line, sends it down. Hayden gets his stick back, fortunately. So the referees this game just letting these two teams play. And here's Ty Morris. Ty into the zone. And now he's got to tag up because it comes out of the zone. Battle on the near boards. Jackson is now out there. Let's see what this line can do. Jackson, Brownie, and Kyler. They were on fire last time they were out there. Keegan with it. Keegan, offside. So the referees, they are not blowing their whistle very often. This game is flying by. I can't believe we have about 3 minutes left in the second period, and that's because of the lack of whistles. There have been a bunch of times when I've seen offsides or icing, and they wave it off or don't call it. Collins wins the faceoff, goes behind Ty. Ty's got to get to it quickly. That was dangerous. Puck kind of squirted through his legs, and Ralston almost got to it. That would have been a breakaway attempt. Egan tries to clear it, and now does. Ends up the boards. Jackson and Kyler with it. Kyler sent it over towards Brownie, but it was in the air, and Brownie couldn't get to it. Puck on the near boards. On the far boards, I should say. Brownie sends it over towards Jackson, but gets over to Ralston. Jackson chasing. Ralston back and forth. Jackson on that one. Comes back to Matt Chambers. Matt pokes it over towards Jackson. Jackson with it. Jackson gets pushed up against the boards. No call there. Matt Chambers with it. Matt shoots it. And another goal. Brownie. Nice. Matt Chambers shot it. And then a big rebound came out to Brownie. And Brownie put it home. So we're going to give Brownie the goal, and we're going to give Matt Chambers the assist. All right, so that's the insurance goal I was hoping we'd get. 1:56 left in the second period. Out comes Clint Matthews along with Merrick Bellis and Kellen. Collins wins it and sends it in deep. Kellen on it. Quint. Rallston tries to come out with it. Merrick took it away. Now it's in the corner. Wrapped around towards Ian. Ian Suaro keeps it in. And now Matt Chambers with it. Matt, he's deadly from there. Matt shoots in a big glove save by the Rallston goalie. Oh boy, I'm loving what Matt Chambers is doing again tonight. And when Matt's out there with this line of Kyler, Jackson, and Brownie, they're creating a ton of offense. Matt stays out there with Ian. Ian nicely holds it in towards Heiser. Heiser and Sasky. And Colby now joins them. So this is the line that I'm used to seeing. Colby, Heiser, and Sasky out there together. Those guys know each other very well. All good friends. Battle on the far boards. Finally, Matt Chambers gets to it. Backhands it up towards Colby. Then Colby skates, centers it. Comes back to Ian Suaro. Ian goes D to D. Matt Chambers, outlet pass, misses Colby. Comes to Sasky, but he was in his skates, or he would have been off to the races there. That outlet pass by Ian too far for CJ. No icing. Thought they were going to call that, but they did not. CJ, big check over there. CJ kicks it to keep it in. And puck comes back to Cole Leary. Cole over to Keegan. Keegan sends it on net, bouncing puck. That could have been dangerous. But corralled by the Ralston goalie. Comes over to CJ. CJ sends it to his backhand. Caleb right there. Puck just bouncing around right in the slot so nobody could get their hand on it. CJ's stick held. Comes back to CJ. CJ held. And that player grabs CJ's head. The referee blew the whistle right before the buzzer sounded to end the second period. Not sure why. Thought maybe that the ref was going to call a penalty, and I think no, he's not. He was skating to the bench with number 89. I thought maybe that's the player that kind of had his hand up on CJ's helmet for some reason. Maybe he was going to call that penalty, but he did not. So we have not had one penalty called in this entire game. And I believe because of where the refs are going, that this is going to be our first penalty of the game. They are having a conversation with the parent who is working the penalty box for Ralston. And that door is open, indicating that that player might be going in there. We'll see. So 15 minutes left in this game. We've got one more period to play. Goals for Jackson, Siegel, and Isaac Brownell. Assists tonight for Kyler, Moynister, and Matt Chambers. So after 2 periods of play, 2-0 Collins. Collins is going to start this period with Jackson, Brownie, and Kyler on offense. Keegan and Cole on defense. All right, here we go. 15 minutes to play, and there was not a penalty. at the end of that second period, as I thought there might be. I think the referees opened the door to the penalty box so that they could reach their waters. Right after I was thinking that maybe there was going to be a penalty, I saw them reach in and grab a water bottle, start to drink out of it, and I thought, oh, that's what that is. The refs got a drink too. Sometimes we forget that the referees are out there working hard, skating all over this ice just like players. And unlike the players, the referees or do not get any line breaks. Ralston right into the slot, big number 77. That defenseman came right into the slot but rubbed off the puck. Jackson sends it over to Kyler all the way up to, let's see, who is that? Kellen. Kellen, his shot attempt got knocked away by that Ralston defenseman, went high into the air, and the Ralston goalie gloved it down. So 5 fresh skaters out there for Collins, Ty Morris, and Ian Swaro on defense. And Clint Matthews and his line out there, Clint, Merrick, and Kellen. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone, finally sent in deep by Merrick. Kellen's there. Ralston falls down. Kellen's going to have a wraparound attempt, but he never got the shot off. And there we're going to have our first penalty of the game. So that's going to be on Merrick Bellis. Merrick just kind of inadvertently had wrapped his stick around that player. The Ralston player went right down, and that was a tripping call. So Merrick headed to the penalty box, 2 minutes, tripping. So we are going to see our first penalty kill of this game and Ralston's first power play. We're going to opt for Colby, Sasky, Ty, and Ian out there to defend this power play by Ralston. Ralston wins the faceoff. They keep it in. They're at the point. Big shot right into Hayden's midsection, and a chop right at the midsection of Hayden after he saved that puck. And some of the parents here did not like that because Hayden gobbled that up, held onto it, the whistle blew, and then a Ralston player took a big chop at Hayden's midsection. And that's wrapped all the way around, but not kept in by Ty. Ty sends it up again, but that's not out either. Oh, and that shot goes right past Hayden. And here comes Sasky. We got a 2-on-1 brewing if we can hustle. Sasky with it. He's got Colby. Passes it up. I think he tried to shoot that. So Sasky and Colby trying to take advantage of that shorthanded. And that shot attempt by Sasky went off a stick of the Ralston player and up into the stands. This penalty is not on the scoreboard, so I do not know how much time is left. I'm not sure why it's not up there. Kaiser is going to take this face-off. 5 penalty killers for Collins. That one comes out of the zone and dumped in by Ian Chambers. Everyone's yelling at Clint Matthews off, because he was chasing the puck and he was offside. He needed to tag up. Sent all the way down by Ralston, and there's an icing on their own power play. So the penalty to Merrick Bellis is still not on the scoreboard, but I'd say maybe 45 seconds have gone in this power play. Collins doing a nice job so far of killing it. Heiser, Cole Leary, Clint Matthews, and Matt Chambers out there as our penalty killers. That face-off won by Ralston. Collins up 2-0. 12:55 left. Nice play by Dylan Heiss to disrupt that exit. Let's see if we can keep up the good work on this penalty kill. Cole sends it down into the corner. Cole's got it, should be able to clear that one, and he does all the way down. So we're going to get CJ and Kellen out there now to join Matt Chambers and Caleb Hay. Ralston with it, goes around the net, comes right out in front, and they can't get their stick on it, and here comes Here comes Caleb, but we're going to get another penalty. Game's second penalty. Not sure who that's on. That's on Collins. That's going to be against Matt Chambers. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for who knows how long because none of these penalties are up on the board. So the referees now starting to call penalties. Unfortunately, all of them on us so far. So this is a 5-on-3 for who knows how long because the first penalty to Merrick Bellis is not up there. There's a shot goes wide. So this is going to be the first big challenge that Collins has faced this game. A 5-on-3. There's a shot, glove down, but off the glove of Hayden Stoltz. Hayden, that shot right through the slot. Collins doing a good job of spacing themselves out so far, keeping things to the outside. Here comes Merrick out of the box. And there's a shot, goes high off the glass. Merrick, the first one to it, fresh out of the penalty box. He should have fresh legs. And that shot didn't get through, sent up, but he did not get all of that. Puck comes through and another save by Hayden Stoltz. And there's another. Oh, Collins cannot clear it, and Hayden called on again. So two clear attempts by Clint Matthews did not get much wood on either of those. Sorry, that was Weston, not Clint. So Weston twice tried to clear the puck and kind of fanned on his clear attempts. And Hayden called upon big time to make some saves to keep this lead to 2 goals. So 1 minute and 1 second left on the minor, cross-checking minor to Matt Chambers. We're out of that 5-on-3 situation. And finally, a good solid clear by Collins. That was Isaac Brownell that cleared that one. 45 seconds left in the power play for Rallston. You get the feeling that if Collins can kill this power play, two penalties, one following the other with a little bit of overlap. Another save by Hayden Stoltz. But if we can get out of this danger, that's going to seal the deal for us. But we'll see. That comes all the way out to the point. That player's going to have a big look, and another save by Hayden Stoltz. And another clear attempt that's fanned on by Collins. And that player bumped off the puck in a big shoulder check by Kyler that pushed that puck off pushed that player off the puck, I should say. So now the penalty is over. Collins has killed it. And they have gotten out of that danger right there for the time being. And here comes Kellen, leaves it for Merrick. Kellen back on sides. Merrick sent off that puck. Held in by Cole. Shot by Cole right into the midsection of the Ralston goalie, and he hangs on for the faceoff. So, still 2-0 Collins. Just over 9 minutes, just under 10 minutes left to play in this game. Collins up 2-0. Heiser's line comes out there. Heiser, Colby, and a nice save by the Ralston goalie. So that was a shot by Cole Leary that went dribbling, hit 2 or 3 players and came right towards him. And he quickly reached that glove out to his left and saved that. Heiser is going to take this face off. Collins wins it, comes to Cole again. Cole sends it in deep to Heiser. Heiser's got Colby boxed, but can't get it to him. Sent behind the net. Ian, the first one there. Ian backhands it, but taken away by Ralston. Back to Ian. Ian up towards Heiser. Heiser with it. Heiser behind the net. You can hear Rhett shouting, 2. He's telling Sasky to jump in there with Heiser. Two guys on the board trying to win that puck is what he wanted. That clear attempt comes right to Cole Leary. Cole thinks better of sending it over to his D partner and just comes up the boards and ices it. Icer runs into number 26 of Ralston right at mid-ice. And both of them look at each other like, oops, sorry. All right, out comes Caleb, CJ, and Weston. along with Keegan and Ty on defense. Ty around the back of the boards, sends it over to his D partner, gets away from Keegan. Keegan, number 4, sends it around back towards Ty. Ty on the puck, stops, tries to reverse. Puck in the corner, Ty comes out with it. Ty sends it off the side of the net. Collins got to be careful with those passes. Sent up ice. Nice play by Weston to get it up towards Caleb Hay. Caleb with speed, stops, cross check from behind. No call. I'd like to see Collins with a power play before this game is up. Weston gets around the player. He's behind the net. Wrap around attempt, but cut off by Rallston. Brownie with it. Comes back to Keegan. Brownie's clear attempt goes off a Ralston player. Weston skates off for a change. Brownie with it. Brownie back to his D-man. Comes up to, it looks like Colby. Sorry, that's CJ. Not used to seeing CJ out there. Puck comes to Kyler. Kyler trying to get it out of the skates of the Ralston player. It bounces around and comes right to Ralston. Ralston in with speed. They jumped around a player, but not going to get around Ian Swaro that easily. Here comes Jackson. Jackson tried to get to it. Tried to spring himself on that one, but wasn't happening. Big collision with Ian Swaro and a Ralston player. Jackson's got it. Jackson with speed sends it up to Merrick. Beautiful pass. Oh, and it's in. It's in. So Jackson with a beautiful pass up to Merrick. And somehow that went in on the rebound, I believe. So we're going to give the goal to Merrick Bellis and the assist to Jackson. Wow, just a beautiful outlet pass by Jackson, and Merrick stayed with it and put that one home. Oh, okay.
Tell what's going on, and
Okay. All right, so 7:06 left in the third period. Collins now up 3-0. Ralston into the Collins zone. Backhand right to Hayden, and Hayden covers up. So goals tonight for Jackson, Isaac, and Merrick. Assists from Matt Chambers, Kyler, and Jackson. And 2 penalties on the night. Not many penalties in this game, and both of them were called on Collins. Another nice play by Hayden Stoltz. Outlet pass towards Kellen. Goes through everyone, no icing. Kellen gets there, big collision. Quint Matthews is helping him along with Heiser, and they all overskate it. We're going to get another penalty. Who is that going to be on? That's going to be on number 20 for Ralston. So, Collins, we're going to see them on a power play. Good to see our boys and see how their power play is going to go tonight. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left in this 3-0 game. Collins with goals in each of the 3 periods tonight. See what they can do with this power play. Comes back to Ty. Ty sends it up to Heiser. Heiser to Colby. Colby up to Sasky. Sasky digging for it. Comes back to Heiser, back to Ty. Ty holds it in nicely. And Ralston finally controls and they clear it. Keegan O'Connell chasing. Keegan first one to it. Egan hounded from behind, but kicks it to himself, sends it all the way up. Collins into the zone. Heiser with it. Heiser would be wise to hold it up, but doesn't. He just goes down to the ice and loses the puck, and it's cleared by Ralston. So 1 minute and 15 seconds left on this power play for Collins. Collins yet to really kind of set up. Nice pass over to Caleb Hay. Caleb into the zone. Caleb right down Broadway. and shoots it. And that puck, immediately after he shot it, was deflected by the stick of the defender, and it goes up into the netting. So 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the power play for Collins. Weston out there along with CJ and Caleb on offense. Ian Swallow, Matt Chambers back on defense. Face off won by Collins, comes back to Matt. Matt's pass knocked away, comes back towards Caleb. Caleb loses it to the Rallston defender. So Rallston doing a great job on their penalty kill here. Collins really not able to set up, get really any chances on this power play so far, but we've still got 40 seconds or so. Ralston takes that puck away from Matt Chambers. Collins has got to take care of the puck in their own zone. Sent up to Weston. Here comes CJ. Taken away from CJ by Ralston. And right around Matt Chambers, Ralston getting their opportunities shorthanded. They've had more offense on this power play than we have. And here comes Isaac Brownell. Isaac right around. He's got Ian Swara with him, waiting for his line mates. He's got Jackson now sent down below. Jackson's going to try to get to it, but Ralston gets there first, and they take the puck away. And unfortunately, Kyler lost his stick, and the power play is now over for Collins. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left. Jackson catches an outlet pass all the way down into the zone, brings it around a player. Jackson sends it right out in front. Comes out to Kyler, goes over the top. Jackson with it. Jackson sends it right into the slot, but nobody there. Puck in the corner. Ralston comes out with it, brought down by Brownie. No penalty there. Looks like it could have been one on Brownie there. Keegan back for it. Keegan's long arms and big reach really did him service with that one. He had to reach back and get that puck. Here comes Merrick Bellis. Merrick shovels it into the zone. Merrick still there. And out comes Quint Matthews. Quint shoots it right into the midsection of the Ralston goalie. There was a big rebound left up, but the ref had already blown the whistle. So 3:34 left in this game. Collins up 3-0. Merrick is going to take this face off. Merrick's got Quint Matthews and Kellen with him. Slap shot by Ty Morris goes high. Ty pinches in, keeps it in the zone momentarily, but then it comes out. Kellen with a big check attempt. Didn't get all of that, and back comes Kellen. Quint and Merrick wait for him. Kellen with it still, backhands it towards the net. Goes wide. Here comes Ralston back with it. Ralston jumps around Heiser. Heiser goes down on his behind, has to pick up his stick, collect himself. Checked by Ty. Comes out to mid-ice. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third period. And we're going to get an offside call here, I believe. That comes just out of the zone. Heiser's going to stay out there, along with Colby and Sasky. O'Leary, Matt Chambers back on defense. Sasky sends it towards the zone, but not far enough to clear it. And here comes Matt. And a big check by Sasky. And from behind. Oh, that was a retaliation for sure. So a huge legal check by Sasky. And then Sasky gets clobbered from behind by a Ralston player, obviously, who took offense at Sasky's clean hit on his teammate. And that player who hit Sasky's going into the box. So Ralston's going to spend most of the rest of this game shorthanded. Nice play by Sasky to draw that penalty. 2:25 left in the third period. Weston takes the face off. Taken by Caleb. Hey, Caleb behind the net. He's got Weston Nervy right in front. Caleb with it. Caleb goes off the shin pad to the Ralston defender. So here comes Ralston shorthanded to see if this power play looks any better than the last one. I don't see how it could really look much worse. In the last power play, Ralston had more opportunities than Collins. Collins playing better 5-on-5 than on the power play, it seems like. And here comes Matt Chambers again. Matt right around the defender. Matt with it. Tries to send it in front. Didn't get through. Comes up to Ty. Ty around the defender. Ty shoots it. Goes high. Oh, so many of those shots by the Collins defenders go high. Here comes Caleb. Hey, Caleb tries to wrap it around on a big rebound. And a chop there on the rebound for Weston. Another shot by CJ. Nicely held in by Ty. Ty over to CJ. Gets past CJ. CJ not happy with himself. Slams his stick to the ice. Lots of the parents in the stands yelling, not sure what they were yelling at. Maybe so Isaac Brownell is going to the penalty box. Not sure what for. They haven't indicated yet what the penalty is. He put his fist in the air. Maybe that's roughing. Not sure. I did not see that play. So we're going to skate 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. And then Ralston is going to have about a 25-second power play to end this game. So battle on the far boards. Out comes Keegan. And here comes Ty Morris. Ty, nice pass over to Kyler. Kyler backhands it. Saved by the Ralston goalie. So we're still skating 4-on-4. Jackson is out there with Kyler. Jackson with it. Jackson comes up with it. Gives it back to Keegan. To Ty, to Jackson. Jackson into the Jackson gets around a player. He's behind the net. Jackson with it. Loses the puck. And here comes Ralston back into the Collins zone. Ralston gets around that Collins defender. Comes up to Jackson. And Jackson peels off for a change. So this game is over. So Collins wins it 3-0. And goals for Collins in each of the periods tonight. Final stats. So a goal and an assist for Jackson. A goal and a penalty for Isaac Brownell. An assist for Kyler Moynister. A goal and a penalty for Merrick Bellis. And an assist and a penalty for Matt Chambers. All right, so we're going to try and stream tomorrow night's game from NOCO against Cherry Creek. That should be a good game. Collins is going to be looking for revenge as they lost to Cherry Creek last time they played them. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good night.